Hello friends, welcome to the online lecture series of CNC machines and automation. We were discussing the unit number 1, which is the introduction to the NC, CNC and DNC machine, and today we are going to discuss about these topics like the environmental consideration of CNC machines, the application of CNC machines and introduction to DNC machines. In the last lecture, we discussed about the CNC machine. I think you have already studied about the CNC machines and you don't have any queries. If you have, just you can comment in the comment box. Now we are discussing these three topics, these three major topics we are going to discuss now. So the first one that I wanted to discuss is for what parts that the CNC is suitable. Correct. You don't use the CNC for the smaller operations or the easier operations, or you can say the less costly operations, but you are installing the CNC only when you have these things in your work, like the complicated geometry. All the aerospace shuttles or the tanks or maybe your planes, they all are complicated geometry. So in that production of those kind of products, the CNC machines are used. And secondly, the costly operation. No doubt all the aerospace equipments are costly, so that's why we are producing through the CNC machines. Regular change in design requirement, like the market today is much more versatile. There are many changes according to the customer. They are making, including various changes in the product. That's why we need to use the CNC machines, because your simpler machines cannot change with the time, or otherwise it takes more time to do that. For smaller and medium batches, earlier there was one kind of mass production or intermittent production, but nowadays we are believing in batch productions. So CNC machines are widely used for the smaller and medium batches, where the repetitive operations are required, in which the human get just bored due to the repetitive operations, but a CNC can never bored. Clear? So in that case we are using the CNC, where high MRR is used. MRR stands for material removal rate. And the last one is to reduce inspection. In those cases, we are using the CNC machines. So here is the environmental control for the CNC machines. Like in the last class, I told you that these CNC machines are widely made up of electronic equipment. So electronic equipment get heated up if the temperature is not in control, so they just burnt out. So to easier working or maybe the comfortable working of the CNC machines, you need to make some environmental changes where the CNC machine is introduced, correct, or the installed. Like the temperature ranges from 21 to 25 degrees, like the human comfort zone is 21 to 25 degrees. That's why the CNC machines are to be used for 21 to 25 degrees. Then the relative humidity. Humidity is the factor, the amount of moisture in the air. So it is, if it is not beyond the limit, like 50 to 60%. Dust free room, so that your contact should not be broken out, or maybe there's no dust in between the contacts. And the circulation of air, the heated air or the humid air should not be entrapped. So there should be a circulation. Proper disposal of scrap. You all know that the wastage of while cutting or removing material. Then the shop floor should be clear. No chemicals is to be used. No vibration or noisy sound source present, because it hamper the working of your PLC or the connectors, or you can say the wires. Yeah, so that's why we are using the environmental consideration while installing the CNC machines. It will always be in the air conditioned room. Next is application of CNC. To minimize the lead time. Lead time is the time when you ordered something and when it is come to your workshop. So this reduces the lead time, because CNC use, whenever you install a CNC, you calculate the amount of your inventory. So to reduce it, we are using the CNC machine. It gives you less time to order, but the order can be procured easily. Then to manufacture complex part, as we discussed earlier, to give flexibility. Means flexibility stands for sudden change in the part geometry or the specification. You can easily made it adaptable to the CNC machine, although in the conventional machine it is not possible. To produce accurate and precise dimension. Yes, you are using the CNC machines not just for simpler operations. You need the complex geometry. Secondly, you need accurate, because if I take the example of aerospace shuttles or aerospace equipment, in that case you need precise dimensions of each and every part. So we are using the CNC machines. Next is to reduce tooling cost. Tooling is the important part of the industry. So you cannot, if you are increasing the production, your tool life decreases. If you are reducing the production, then you cannot complete your order. So the tooling cost is one of the major factor in the CNC. So CNC is using the optimized version of parameters. So that's why your tooling cost would get reduced. Then the last one is to produce close tolerances. Means your CNC can produce the accuracy up to 1 micron, means 10 to raise to power minus 6 meters it can produce. So the tolerances are very near about. Then to reduce the inspection. So very simple. These are the application of CNC machines. These are the industrial application. So in the industrial, widely, although nowadays we use everywhere the CNC machines, these four companies are using it very widely. Like the aerospace equipment, as I discussed earlier, the most of the aerospace equipment, like your rocket, your planes, they all are manufactured by the CNC machines. Then the printed circuit board technology nowadays, like your computers, laptops, mobiles, they are going to be very advanced stage. So it is depending purely upon the printed circuit boards. Secondly, the size of your phones or your laptops getting reduced. This is purely depending upon printed circuit boards. So if your printed circuit board is so compact, it is beyond the limit of human working. So that's why we are using the CNC machines to make the printed circuit boards. Next one is coil winding, is major part for production of motors. So nowadays motors are going to be very powerful. So that's depending upon the coil winding and does not have any kind of mistake or error in the CNC machine. And the last one is the automobile part. That's, you already know that various parts of the automobile, engine, maybe the body, they all are manufactured by the CNC machines. Next one is the most advanced kind of numeric control machine is DNC, which is called direct numeric control. As you can see in the image, you see here in the image, there's a one computer. All these NC machines are connected to the one computer. Although all the machines are connected with the having the personal computers, they are connected with the one mainframe computer, which is giving the command to different machines. That's why it is the most advanced. In the CNC machines, we have separate machine and a computer. If you wanted to install the program, you have to go to each machine to install the program. But if you are using the DNC control, correct, DNC machines, so you have one mainframe computer like this one. There's one mainframe computer. You just upload the program in one computer and then it transfer through your wireless or the LAN connection to the different machines just by sitting in one room. That is the most advanced. That is nowadays in India we are using very less, but in the other countries they are using widely these DNC machines because there's no need, there's very less time consuming because you have installed program in one computer and then say this machine should have the program or this machine should not. You can control it. Here, so control of every machine is given into the one mainframe computer. Here, other things are similar. So what is the element of DNC system other than the CNC? Like the CNC having their own parts, which is included in the CNC machine, but DNC is having different parts. Those parts are mainframe computer. The first two important point is mainframe computer. So this frame computer is not in the CNC machine, but yes, it is in the DNC machine. Then there's a bulk memory. Bulk memory means compared to the personal or individual machine computer, this mainframe computer is having memory, large memory, vast memory. You can store n number of programs into it, and whenever you need to control it, you can send the program to different machines, use it. And more importantly, the specification or the capacity of each machine is installed or stored inside the computer. So whenever you wanted to check what machine is doing what or what is the specification or capacity of my machine, you can check from the bulk memory. Then there's a communication network. Communication network means your command given by your DNC machine is how it is going to the individual machines. That is most important, correct? How you are sending the data to the different machines. So that is called communication network. And the last one is NC machine tool, which is already installed onto the machine. So these are the elements of DNC machine and the introduction. A type of manufacturing system in which several NC or CNC machines are controlled remotely from a mainframe computer. As I told you earlier, so one mainframe computer which is controlling all the NC and CNC machines. So as you can see, there's a one NC program is installed in one mainframe computer. Then there's a communication network. This communication network is giving command to each machine control unit, MCU, each MCU, and further they are doing the work over there. Clear? Similarly, nowadays we do not believe in the wire, so we are making everything wireless. Your phone is wireless, your charging is wireless. So even this DNC machine server as a one computer, and each sending the data to the different machine through wireless or maybe through the LAN. Correct? It's LAN going to the one antenna or a router, wireless access point, and then each machine is having their own Wi-Fi. Correct? They are connected to the main antenna, main server, and then is working. Clear? Then what are the advantages of the DNC machine? So it's a greater computational capability and flexibility. Capability of the machines have been increased because you send the program into the mainframe computer. Mainframe computer, you can increase its RAM, its ROM, and its processor can be bigger. So you can do all the calculation on the one mainframe computer. Then if it is satisfying your need, then you can send it to the different machine. Then the storage capacity is increased, the centralized control of machine tool, even which machine is carrying how many tools and what type of tools are in there. So this is very easy to identify through the mainframe computer. Increased production because the time is reduced. In the CNC machine, you have to go to each machine to install the program. But in DNC machine, just install the program in one mainframe computer and give the command to the other machine. So the time is saved and production is ultimately increased. Then it established the framework. So it is very easy to establish the framework. Means which machine is to work when, how the product will flow, how the material will flow. It is very easy to establish the framework in case of DNC machine. But yes, the disadvantages are also related with the DNC machine. Like as you can see there's a higher initial cost. So the cost of installation or the purchasing is very high. Can control limited number of NC machines. It can control all the CNC machines, but NC machine very less in number it can control. Then maintenance of the computer software. So if it is a informational technology, so it can be hacked. So you need to make it secure, and secondly the maintenance is required, and last one is backup computer is required. Means one computer is shut down, then you can lose the control of whole of your workshop. Correct? So backup computer is required. If one system is not working, you just connect to another computer and it can work easily to control all the machines. So these are the advantages of the DNC. So this is all about today. If you wanted to see my previous videos, you must subscribe the channel Tiny Steps, and next video should be uploaded onto the same channel. Please like and subscribe the channel. If you wanted to ask any question, you can comment. You can write it in the comment. I'll answer that. Thank you. Take care.